Building the future starts with better planning. Takt Plan is a modern tool which provides unmatched project overview and makes construction process predictable. It is also easy to learn and use. Take control of your schedule and see how easily you can optimize your projects. Gantt charts are very commonly used worldwide for all types of projects. However, since one line represents one activity, they often become very long and very chaotic. A construction schedule will quickly consist of several hundred, if not thousands of lines. This basically makes it impossible to control the workflow. And how does it look in Takt Plan? Let's start with the Takt Time view. Here, tasks are laid out not only along the timeline, but also across locations. This dual perspective gives you a complete picture of the entire project. You can easily spot gaps or clashes between tasks and quickly adjust the schedule and crews to keep everything running smoothly. Take a look at this example. Different trades are orchestrated into one rhythm, starting and finishing their work in a coordinated, paced sequence across all locations. Let's take another example. Takt Plan is the only solution to combine takt time planning with location-based scheduling. Takt time planning creates rhythm. Location-based scheduling brings data-driven precision. Together, they're a game changer. By using location-based scheduling to estimate durations and level resources, and takt time planning to structure the work into a consistent, repeatable pace, you create a predictable, collaborative workflow across the site. This is a work-in-progress schedule. It is created with quantities estimated per location, and resources have been added to create as parallel flow lines as possible. But the variation in work for different zones creates a schedule that can be hard to communicate and follow. By looking at the three activities, closing with gypsum, plastering, and painting, you can see they are close to a 5-day takt. This can easily be set by marking all locations, and with a few clicks, change the duration or takt time is set to 5 days for each task. Furthermore, we split the tasks to take advantage of the free space on site. By checking the production factor, you now see that the utilization of the resources has been lowered to between 0.68 and 0.92, which means we have added some buffer to the schedule, increasing the robustness of the schedule, and now has a nice rhythmic process. For an even clearer view of workflow, switch to the flow line view. Tasks here are shown as lines moving across locations in time. When the lines are parallel, it means your work is flowing in a steady rhythm, just as it should. But what about gaps? Empty spaces in the flow line view show locations sitting idle, waiting for the next crew to arrive. And where lines cross, you may have potential collisions, with different crews competing for the same space at the same time. To understand this better, let's walk through a simple fit-out example. First, carpenters install the initial partition walls. Then, plumbers and electricians come in to add installations. After that, the walls are closed and painters finish the job. By the way, this is how a network diagram can look like on a real full-size project. As you can see, you can still easily organize hundreds or even thousands of tasks and manage dependencies between them. But let's get back to our simple fit-out example. In Flowline view, you can see each trade's pace. Installers like plumbers and electricians move more slowly so their lines are angled toward the timeline. Carpenters and painters, working faster, show more vertical lines. This creates gaps, periods where nothing happens. For instance, after carpenters leave the 4th floor of the last building, it sits empty for almost 8 weeks before the plumbers arrive. Why does this happen? Because we're organizing each crew's work to be continuous, a strategy that's not just cost-efficient, but also practical. Of course, we could switch to a start as soon as possible approach. But watch what happens then. The gaps vanish, and everything looks more compact at first glance. But if we check the resource usage, it tells a different story. Crews would be working 1 or 2 days, then waiting another 1 or 2. That's inefficient and hard to manage on a real site. Instead of simply snapping tasks to their predecessor, like in critical path method, let's plan smarter. Let's say I call the plumbers, and they agree to bring in a second crew. Now, their work aligns with the carpenters. Next, imagine the electricians can't add more people. In that case, splitting their task and inviting another subcontractor makes sense. Without it, the entire project would stall. By doing this, splitting the work and coordinating crews, we're now in sync. Carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and painters, all moving from one location to the next, without delays or overlaps. The result? An optimized schedule, with balanced resources and steady progress. No sudden peaks, no downtime, no chaos. And the new completion date is 8 weeks earlier than before. Making changes to your schedule and Takt Plan is simple and intuitive. Let's say you need to add plastering before painting the walls. Just draw a new line in the flow line view, and that's it. The task is added. Want to connect it with other activities? Just set up dependencies. Now you can see plastering exactly where it belongs in the workflow. But even the best plan needs to be kept up to date with real-time data, otherwise it loses its value and becomes just another poster on the wall. That's where Takt Plan Control steps in. Takt Plan Control lets you track all tasks and update their progress effortlessly. For example, using this Unmatched Overview, you can instantly check the health status of your site using a simple, color-coded filter. Green tasks, started and finished on time. Yellow, started but not completed as planned. Red, they haven't even started yet. It's a clear and powerful way to review progress. Perfect for coordination meetings, where you can update everything live. You can also update progress on the go using the mobile app. Takt Plan Control is also your go-to tool for production planning. Its built-in statuses and features are inspired by Last Planner and lean construction methods, helping you keep your weekly production plans detailed, realistic, and up-to-date. Assign tasks to individuals or teams, flag expected constraints, and track the full history of each activity with ease. That makes your construction process predictable. And because Takt Plan is a cloud-based platform, it's built for seamless collaboration across teams and organizations. By integrating a schedule with costs, you can introduce earned value management easily. Configurable dashboards give you live access to data in both numerical and visual formats, aggregated or detailed, however you need it. This proactive approach helps you spot potential issues early, while they're still small and easy to fix. With real-time data and automatic reporting, your dashboards are no longer just rear-view mirrors showing where you've been. Now you can see what's ahead, clearly and in time to act. Visit us at taktplan.com and try it for free today.